according to almost everybody, inside of the shoebox is the ugliest Jordan 4 ever. I wouldn't necessarily agree. They're not that bad, but they are kind of bad. Let's talk about it. All right, so this is the box. The first thing you notice, it's a lot bigger than a standard Jordan 4 box. And there's a reason for that. It's all white. You got the Jumpman logo in, is it gold or silver? The color is throwing me off. I think it's gold. You got the little Jumpman logo right there as well. And also there's a net padding, net pattern like on the lid. I don't know if the camera can pick it up. Maybe if you can see it. Oh man, I gotta have a table for the unboxing, and this is not professional. Anyway, kablamo. You got this little, the packaging is extra, to be honest. You got this little like thing that protects the ugly duckling. I don't know the sign. It's like, it's nothing special. You can see I think it's the sneaker itself with the netting. I actually thought this was a bag at first, but it's not. It's just a piece of plastic to protect the sneaker, and here they are. Usually, I always cheat with my unboxing. Usually they are strapped to these things, but I already filmed the on-feed B-roll footage this morning, so I kind of, ruined the unboxing experience for you. But this is what they look like. Let's take a look, yo. And nothing else besides the straps inside. Very controversial, very different. You got the little Jumpman hang tag in gold. Also the number 23 in the back. One of the things that I didn't like, I mean, you can always take it off. It doesn't matter really. But this is what it looks like. Did you notice something different? But this is what they look like. And I'm not gonna spend the entire video like everybody else and bashing these. I do have some positive things to say, actually, but I'll save that till the end. I think I'm being interrupted by my cat. You like him? No? All right, don't be so mad. Dressed in crisp white, subtle phantom, and lustrous metallic gold, this Air Jordan 4 takes a beloved classic and spins it into something fresh. Maybe fresh is the wrong word. Different. Something different. Jordan Brand's bold twist comes in the form of net-like overlays that mimic a basketball hoop's mesh, stretching over the tongue and extending onto the upper panels. Man, that was rude. You have no idea how many. We have 3 cats, and they do this constantly. And every time I have to interrupt, I'm just gonna. It's, you know what? This sneaker doesn't deserve a retake. I'm just gonna keep that in. I don't care. Anyway, most of the upper stays true to a clean white base, while phantom accents add soft contrast. A touch of metallic gold shines on the Jumpman hang tag, and the iconic visible Air unit is showcased at the heel. To finish it off, the shoe's lower panels feature premium leather, according to Nike's website. Is it premium? I don't know. Feels kind of cheap, but I think that's also because the entire thing is, half of the sneaker is plastic, so I don't know if it's premium leather. It doesn't feel like it. Maybe correct me if you know more than me in the comment section. But also there's this protection on the tongue if you were interested in that. I actually thought it was part of the sneaker when I unboxed it the first time. You got a little Jumpman logo on there as well. Inside you see the padding is different. A little bit more padding than what you're used to in a Jordan 4, I think, but also stiffer. It's not as soft as my, military blues or other Jordan 4s. So these released on December 22nd. They just appeared. They didn't do that much promotion. They just kind of, we woke up on December 2nd and they were available. That's it. That was the release. $210 is the retail price. Normally, I pull up stock numbers and we can take a look at how many pairs were available on the sneakers app. I can't do that with this one because nobody actually cares about this release because they're still available full sizing. So, you know, it has no resale value. Not that I care about that, but usually when I can get a hold of stock numbers, it's a sneaker that is hype. And this had hype, but for the wrong reason. Hey, at least they tried something different, and I like that. We already saw some innovation with the Jordan 4 RMs, and that was for the men, and I guess this was for the ladies. And if you ask me, ladies ended up with the short end of the stick because the Jordan 4 RMs are pretty dope, and these are, yeah, not that dope. This sneaker practically begs to be roasted, like every cliche of the uncool kid rolled into one pair of kicks. So this sneaker is like a fat little kid with a unibrow, glasses, pimples, and his name is Herbert, and this is his first day in school. It's an easy target for the bullies, and that's why this little fella is getting picked on so much. I'm not here to join the mob. Sure, it's not winning any beauty pageants, but I have to hand it to Nike and Jordan Brand for daring to push the envelope. After ages of playing it safe, they finally stepped out of their comfort zone. Even though this design might not dazzle, it shows they're willing to take bold risks. And that actually gets me excited for whatever wild ideas they come up with next. Oh, one thing that I did actually like was the shoelaces. You don't have to, you know, lace them up so they look cool. They actually come like this, so you don't even have to tie the laces. And that was, yeah, one of the few things that I actually liked. And also, this sneaker made me appreciate all white Jordan 4s. Like, I just wanted to remove the net and keep the rest when I first opened these. They fit true to size. They felt a little bit tighter than usually. They weren't that comfortable. But yeah, am I keeping these? Let's talk about that. Let me give you a little insider info. When you see a YouTuber film on feet, inside, indoors, that means they're not keeping the sneaker because they plan to return it to Nike. If they film outside, too late, you can't sell it, you can't return it. I can't actually sell these, so I am definitely gonna return these. I don't want to add them to my collection. It's just not for me. But anyway, I would really love to know what you think. Are they bad? Are they as bad as everybody says they are? Or is there something dope about them? Let me know in the comment section. Was Jordan Brand out of their minds for doing these? Or is it a dope look? Are you excited for the future? Let me know. And as always, thank you for watching the entire video. If you're still here, I'll see you on the next one.